And everyone, this is how humid it is. The floors are all wet.
They're sweating.
Yes, the floors are sweating.
Riders on the storm, riders on the storm. Into this house we're born, into this world we're thrown, like a dog without a bone.
Well, this is the end of the tropical cyclone that we had up north, and it's so big it's come all the way down into Victoria, just like it coming from the top of the United States and the effects coming down to the bottom. So we are getting absolutely drenched at the moment. The camera doesn't seem to pick up how heavy it is, but everything's, well, starting to flood a bit down the side of the house. There was a small little stream and everything. So, and it's so humid, and we'll show you this shortly, that Jen,
I did
poor
all
thing,
this washing today and it's never going to dry. Just sitting inside sweating with the rest of them.
it's terrible, but this is the after effects of a tropical cyclone, one of the biggest that we've ever had, and that is that the rest of Australia gets a lot of rain.
Girl, you gotta love your man. Girl, you gotta love your man. Take him by the hand.
So, this is the backyard, the porch. See where it came up to? It came inside. Feet. Yeah, that'll be good. That's a hole down there now.
Eh? Yeah, I know.
Alright, can I just get through? Yeah. Leading out to here, just come straight through the side of the house. And it's drained quite a lot since then. Jen and Mum doing a fantastic job. So here it all is from last night, all the silt and everything on the floor, and temporary protection measure, we hope. And yeah, wet carpet everywhere and cleaning up. And outside's all subsided, but last night the water was up to here. So it's sort of right up to about there, I remember, to my shin height. And yeah, that's where we're digging it for all the water to run out, all under the fence, all on the side. So here we are outside, and last night the water was flowing from up that path and also all on the road and coming out past the cars. It didn't get into the cars, it was still quite low, but you can see on the grass where all the debris come, because it was just flowing down the path and then around here out the corner. There's a stormwater drain just past that tree where the white lines begin, and that was going out to the middle line. It was that flooded. So it looks like we also picked up a soccer ball. And you can see the silt there where the soccer ball is in relation to the car. So that's, as I said before, it was flowing all up past those vehicles. And yeah, it was just amazing. Never seen anything like it.
Wild weather as well, with torrential downpours and thunderstorms pounding the city overnight. Here's ABC reporter Francis Bell.
The torrential downpour has turned Melbourne's roads into virtual rivers. Stranded residents have had to use unconventional means to get to dry land. In the city's southeast, the huge volume of rain dumped within a few hours damaged dozens of schools, trashed parked cars and sent water gushing through several houses in leafy Elwood.
It was unbelievable. We had water up to here on our house and cars floating down the street.
There have been significant disruptions to bus, tram and train services. Hundreds of roads are impassable and major highways have been clogged for hours. The severity of the storm caught many by surprise. The State Emergency Service has so far received almost 5,000 calls for help and performed nearly 90 rescues as people attempt to drive across flooded roads and swim in floodwaters.
One, it ties up scarce and valuable emergency service resources and potentially puts others in danger.
There have been some evacuations, including an aged care centre at Werribee, west of Melbourne.
Meals have arrived, which is very important, and cups of tea, and I even managed to snaffle a fruit scone this morning, which was very nice.
At Mildura in the state's northwest, a community accustomed to droughts has had its wettest day on record. Residents, fruit growers and business owners are now mopping up and counting the cost. For some towns in Victoria's north, residents are dealing with their fourth flood event in 5 months.
Obviously that's a significant impact on those communities, and we will be there to support those communities.
But it's not over yet. Residents in the state's northeast are bracing for up to 100 millimetres of rain this evening. It could lead to more flash flooding and cause already swollen rivers to rise again. Frances Bell, ABC News, Melbourne.
So Jen and I just had our usual fantastic Middle Eastern meal at Oasis Bakery. It's getting hectic back there. Jen is having her first espresso, which is, and there's my, have we got it? There we go. It's a bit hard doing it at this angle of the camera, so sorry for going everywhere, like I just did then. And bird's nest, which is like a bit of a baklava thingy. So it's pastry and nuts and rose water syrup in it. So down in London, have a sip.
It's a shooter?
Yeah, it's almost a shooter. Put some sugar in it, swirl it around, and there you go. She'll get used to it, but she's getting more Melbourne by the